Hello, good morning. Okay, got my clicker. Cool, so I'm Chad Richard. I'm at Business Development and Partnerships. So it's Business Development and Corporate Development at Yelp. So it's basically partnerships and acquisitions. Prior to that, as Laura mentioned, I was at Apple for about 7 years, got to work on our operating systems there, and some of the fun stuff I got to work on was integrating a lot of our online services, including Maps and Siri, and that's how I got to know the team at Yelp back in the day. And now I am with Yelp. So let's do a trip down history lane of local, if you will. From a technology perspective, one could argue it sort of all started with the telephone, connecting consumers with local businesses. And this image I like a lot because it should have been a warning for everybody sitting in this room that this was a messy space, yet we all headed this way anyway. Things evolved and Yellow Pages came out and it let consumers actually find numbers directly themselves. They didn't have to talk to the switchboard operator. Also allowed ads to start being placed so that you could get your messages out and directly to consumers who are looking for those kinds of services. With the popularity of personal computers in the mid-90s, you start to see sites like Yahoo where you could easily get information on local businesses. And lo and behold, in 2004, there was a site that came out with a sole mission of connecting people with great local businesses. Then I think the next big step in my mind was, maybe it's my Apple perspective, but was the iPhone. It really changed a lot in local because we all started to have this location-aware computer in our pocket. One of the killer first apps on the iPhone, I think you guys probably all remember when you first saw it, was Google Maps. All of a sudden you had a map in your pocket and it was interactive and you could search against it and you could find where you wanted to go, and that was just really, really cool. A year later, the App Store launched and Yelp was one of the first breakout apps. People wanted to be able to get around town, look for things as they were on the go, find what they wanted, and find how to get there. Yelp made that really easy. We've been trained lately to talk to our assistants, so we talk to our phones now. Things like Siri and other assistants to actually get information while we're driving, so it's hands-free ability to access that local information. We're seeing a lot of work from the automotive industry to integrate local content right into the dashboards, these native experiences to get drivers safely to where they need to go. And as we see wearables coming out, things like the Apple Watch, they're certainly rich with different local products, services, and content. Internet of Things is no stranger to local content and services as well. You can talk to Alexa about the local pizza joint or where to get your dry cleaning done. And when I think about augmented reality coming down the pipe here, it's hard to imagine a successful augmented reality platform that didn't have a local piece as just a really core layer of the operating system so that you could interact and get information with the things that you're seeing in your real life as we're all walking down the street with those glasses on someday. Maybe not, but some people will. Also in the sci-fi mindset, you could see automotive starting to mash up sort of local information with augmented reality so that you could kind of see where you're going and get information. So it's interesting, as you look at all these emerging trends right now, they are really, a lot of them are highly dependent and integrated and need great local content and services. I think as an industry, we're at a time where there's demand for local content and services unlike ever before, and I think it's a really exciting time for all of us to be sitting in this room together trying to figure out these solutions and challenges together to meet this need that small businesses have. But as small businesses, it must be a little bit daunting right now. You have all these new products and gadgets and services and people trying to sell you things that you're not sure how they all fit together, and frankly, not everything does fit together right now, and that's, I think, part of the problem. I think one of the opportunities for us as an industry is if we can intertwine our products and services so that they can amplify each other and work well together, then small businesses are more apt to find the services that they need that are best suited for their businesses and continue with them because they're working with the other things they're using as well. So I think that's one of our big opportunities as an industry as we sit here today. From a Yelp perspective, we want you to know we're definitely open for business and here and looking to find great ways to partner with others in the industry who are trying to solve similar problems. We want to do this in a scalable way that works for our consumers and the businesses that we're working with and for our partners in the industry. So we've been doing a lot of thinking lately about how can we extend the types of partnerships within the industry so that we can meet these common goals. So I want to talk about those today. The first is a brand new product and platform we have called Yelp Knowledge. You can kind of think of this at a high level as very similar to Twitter's fire hose. So this is Yelp Data for local insights and analytics. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about new things we're doing with our advertising program for partners. We'll talk about how we're expanding commerce opportunities to the Yelp audience with the Yelp transaction platform. And then finally, we'll talk about how people can develop with Yelp content and integrate it into what they're doing. So, Yelp Knowledge, this is something I'm really excited about. Again, at a high level, think of it like the Twitter fire hose. It's basically for local analytics. And we think with 100 million reviews in Yelp right now, there's amazing untapped knowledge in there, basically, local wisdom that people can get access to. It's very structured content because these reviews are all mapped to a location, which have lots of attributes associated with it. So if you can imagine the types of information you can start to glean for your clients, we think it's pretty interesting. That's how the program works. We allow you to basically ingest Yelp data, so Yelp reviews, and give you the rights to analyze those reviews so that you can get the insights that you're looking for. You can basically provide these insights to your partners. So as you have these hosted products where your clients are coming and looking for these insights on their business to make critical business decisions, it's all there for them in one place. You can host full reviews for clients, so there it's aggregated even next to other reviews from other sites. And we're basically customizing this. You can get the perfect amount of content for you. Not everybody needs the whole Yelp data set, it turns out. Different people are focused on different verticals, different problems, different slices of it. So you get a custom data feed that fits in with what you're doing and problems that you want to solve, and we're able to keep that current for you is probably the most important thing here. This is ever-evolving data set that we need the ability to keep you current on an ongoing basis so you can have updated insights constantly being shared to your client base. So the first partner that we launched with this was a couple months ago. Kind of quietly snuck this out with Sprinkler. Sprinkler was the premier partner for it, and it's been a great success for them so far. They've been able to gain a lot of knowledge from Yelp Knowledge and spread that over to their client base. Today, we're announcing 3 other new partners that are joining the Yelp Knowledge Partner Program, and that's Reputology, Revenate, and Medallia. So these are our first 4 inaugural partners we have here. And you'll see we have this new Yelp Official Knowledge Partner Badge. So what that does is it lets people know that they've licensed the data from Yelp. It's current data that's always being kept up to date for them. And they've partnered with us to figure out the best way to garner the insights that are important for their business and what they want to do with their clients. So we're really excited about this. We think the opportunities with social media, social media dashboards, semantic analysis. We think it's interesting for lenders who are lending to SMBs, hedge funds who want to gain insights about macroeconomic trends and local and regional trends going on with local commerce. And most importantly, all the things that people are going to start imagining doing once they can get their hands on the data. That's probably the most exciting thing. So we look forward to seeing what people kind of dream up with this. So what happens is once people get these insights and they do the analysis for their clients, they distribute that to their brands. And this allows them to make really important business decisions. So if you think about being able to understand what people are saying about your brand, how different locations are doing, how those locations are doing over time, how regions are performing, how certain managers or certain employees are performing based on them getting mentioned in reviews or not. These are really powerful tools to enable these local businesses, and we think this kind of analysis is just critical for modern marketing, to be on top and know what people are saying about your business and to be able to join in the dialogue that people are having about your business. So we're really excited about Yelp Knowledge and looking forward to rolling it out with a lot more partners. Next, I want to talk about advertising with Yelp. So this is obviously core business for Yelp and something that's something that we're very focused on. We've worked with some great partners in the past, such as YP, Reach Local, Moment Feed, Single Platform, GoDaddy, and Yext. And we look forward to continuing working with them, but we have a great new program that we wanted to let you guys know about today, where we're extending our CPC ads to partners finally. So like most of the industry, a lot of our business has really gone towards CPC ad selling, and now partners can use these new APIs and this new program to sell CPC ads on Yelp. So we're pretty excited about that opportunity and extending it. And YP and Reach Local are starting with our CPC reselling program this month. So we're excited to get those initiatives kicked off the ground. Next, I want to talk about the Yelp Transactions platform. So this enables partners to integrate their inventory of bookable, buyable stuff on Yelp Match to businesses that they are able to enable that commerce for. It launched in 2013, and there was obviously some demand for it because it just kind of took off right away. It was exciting to see how well it was received. In 2014, we realized we hadn't seen anything yet because the momentum really continued to go. And in 2015, it accelerated even further. So we've just seen tremendous growth of this. And in early part of 2016, it's not stopping. So we're excited about all of this momentum we have with the Yelp Transaction platform. And we have 5 new commerce partners that were announced yesterday. Peak has done a great job of providing booking software for the activities industry. We have their inventory integrated into Yelp now. Ticket Network is our first partner for selling tickets for concerts and sporting events, and we're really excited to be able to offer that right integrated into Yelp now. Food Junkie is extending the options we have for restaurants that you can order for pickup or delivery from. Whittle has added more inventory for us around spas, salons, and barbershops. So we're really excited to be working with the Whittle team. And we've extended our delivery.com relationship, so they will now pick up your dirty laundry for you and bring it back clean. We think that's pretty cool. So worth checking out. These are all launching this week on Yelp. So a lot of new businesses. In fact, it brings us, they add to this group of over 20 partners that we have on the Yelp Transaction platforms. These are our commerce partners. And it brings us over 100,000 commerce-enabled businesses. So we're excited to be able to allow consumers to transact directly with those businesses. Trying to provide everything you want for your daily life, whether it's ordering food or getting your laundry and dry cleaning picked up and delivered for you, to booking your next haircut with people like Vagaro. Yelp Reservations now has 20,000 businesses that you can get reservations with. And Peak we talked about for great activities. One of my favorites, Seller Pass, when you want to book your next wine tasting tour, or Tea Time through Golf Now, and Booker will help you with your relaxation by booking a spa at the end of the week there. So that's transactions. In the last couple minutes, I want to talk about what we're doing with developers. So working with partners and developers who want to take Yelp's local content. I think a lot of people probably know that Yelp has had an API for a long time. I want you all to forget everything you think you know about the Yelp API, because next month we're relaunching with a beta of a new, much more modern API, and we're really extending the amount of content that you can get from the Yelp API. We really want to help get the content out there and see people do great stuff with it. We're also really increasing what you can do with that content once you take it. So if you're interested in working with the Yelp API, the beta is coming out next month, and we would love to talk to you about it. So finally, we're here. We're open for business. We want to partner with you, whether it's Yelp Knowledge for local insights and analytics, to our new CPC advertising program. Commerce partners are something we're definitely excited to work with on the Yelp Transaction platform, and we're excited to work with more and more developers getting Yelp content into great products. Thanks so much.